now we moved on to specialized team skills, and we're going to focus on the kickoff. The kickoff is what starts the game, and it also determines the starting position of the field for every possession after a score. So what we're going to start off with, we don't have one, but I need to see back. But usually there is a stand for the ball, and what you're going to, I'll hold it down while you go. Okay. So with the ball like this, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start about 8 to 12 yards back, and you're going to be lateral to the ball. You're not going to be right in front of it because you're going to want to come in at an angle. And so whenever you're coming in and approaching the ball, you are going to want to start off slow. And honestly, the different steps, they vary with each person. And so just figuring out how many steps, you just have to experiment with whatever works best with you. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to start off slow with your steps, and then by the end you're going to want to be about 70% of your maximum speed. So once you approach the ball, you're going to want your planting foot. So right here my mom kicks with her right leg. So let's get back to some. If she kicks with her right leg, she's going to want her left, which is going to be her planter foot, right close by the ball. And so whenever she brings when she brings her foot around to kick the ball, she's actually going to want to hit it with the arch of her foot. And lastly, whenever her foot comes in contact with the ball, she's going to want to follow through with a high kick. Now, the importance of the kickoff is you're going to want to have a maximum distance, and you're going to want to have a lot of air times. That way you can get downfield. The next specialized team position that we're going to talk about is the punter. On fourth down, a team has 3 options. They can run the ball, they can kick a field goal, or they can punt the ball. With punting, you're going to want maximum air times. That way your defense has time to run and make a tackle once the ball is caught. And then with maximum distance, it makes the offense have a farther starting position. So we're going to go over the skills and techniques of what a punter should do and look like when punting the ball. So to start off, we're going to want our feet lined up together and just kind of easy bent knee stance. Our kicking foot is going to actually be lined up directly behind the center. And so we're going to be our whole body will not be perfectly aligned with the center, but our foot will be. And so, like I said earlier, we want a relaxed position. We want our hands flowing down, shoulders relaxed, and we're ready. We are about 10 to 13 yards out. And once the ball is snapped, whenever we catch it, we want to make sure that we flip it to where the seams are facing it, the laces are facing us. Now, whenever we are holding the ball to punt, we're going to want to hold one side, and then our other hand, the seams will be in between our index finger and our thumb. There we go. Okay. And so this just allows accuracy for whenever you're punting the ball. So the next thing you're going to want to do is the drop. And that's whenever you time with your foot position, and usually punters will do a 2-step approach. So they're going to do a small, once they catch the ball, they're going to kind of do a small step. So they're going to step with their kicking foot, they're going to step again, and then that's when they're going to drop and kick. So demonstrate, please. So you caught the ball. The last special team position that we're going to talk about is the long snap. The long snap usually goes unnoticed when it goes good, but whenever there's a bad snap, it's obvious. What do you say there?
It can really change the course of the game. Okay.
The last special team position that we're going to talk about is the long snap. The long snap usually goes unnoticed when it goes good. What was I saying earlier?
Yeah, long snap usually goes unnoticed when
it goes right.
When it's executed correctly.
All right. The last special team position that we're going to talk about is the long snap. The long snap usually goes unnoticed when it goes right, but whenever it is not done correctly, it can usually change the course of the game and the play. So we're going to talk about the skills and the technique of a proper long snap position. So what you're going to want to do with your feet is you're going to want to have them a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. You're going to bend down to where a comfortable position, but your hips are going to be higher than your shoulders. Okay, you can stand up. Oh, well, yes, that way we can see. Whenever you hold the ball, you're going to want to do a grip, 2 fingers on the laces like you just would a regular throw, but you're going to want the laces down on the ground. Now, whenever the punt or the long snap approaches the ball, it's obviously laying on the ground. They can rotate the ball to however they like, but they cannot pick the ball up. So once they're in this position and they are ready to throw, they are going. You're going to bust a hole in the wall. They're going to extend their arms as far back as they can. Okay, let me just get back here. They're going to extend their arms as far back as they can. And I'm too scared. And snap their wrists. Okay. And whenever they release the ball, they're going to want to follow through with their elbows should be touching their thighs and their arms are going to be fully extended.